Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here. So I got a question from Will, and he says, I recently turned 30, and I really feel the need to take my life in my hands right now. I am married and obsessed by my career and general improvement. Being a programmer, I feel the need to maintain a good learning curve. My wife and I don't share the same vision of life in this regard, and this hampers on my professional development. Can I really change her or help her change in any way, or does it solely depend on her? So I've answered this in a few different forms, but I'll answer this again just simply because this is such an important question, right? So many people, right, you get on this path of self-development, of personal development, of improvement, and you've got other people. That's the only problem, right? You've got family, you've got friends, maybe you're married, you've got a girlfriend or spouse or whatever it is, and they don't have that same view. And so you kind of have this road where you're kind of drifting apart. You're going down different roads and you're kind of pulling each other in different directions. And, and what you'd like to do as someone who's become woke, as they would say, right, is that you would like to wake them up too. You'd like to get them on that same path of personal development, of seeing the things of the future. Like, you've got these big visions, you've got these big dreams for your life. You've realized that you are unstoppable, that you can conquer the world, that these things that you didn't think were possible, that you can, that you're developing discipline in your life, right? You're getting fit maybe, right? You're making money. You're going after your dreams and investing and spending your time, and you're putting in the work that you need to in order to succeed. But this other person, they just want to live their life and they don't get it. In fact, they want to pull you away from that because they feel like you're abandoning them. So can you change them? Is it possible, or do they have to do it on their own? Unfortunately, the answer is that they have to do it on their own. But the good news is that the biggest way that you can influence that is by living your life and inspiring them, right? Essentially, on this path, on the path of personal development, on improving yourself, right? What I have found is that there's no way to motivate someone to do that. People do not, if you lecture someone, if you've got someone who's doing the wrong things, who doesn't care about their future, who doesn't care about investing, who doesn't care about making something of themselves or improving themselves, and you say, hey, you're fat, you're fucking broke, you need to fucking get a job, you need to do this, you need to shave, right? Or whatever it is, right? You tell them these things, okay? They don't care. It doesn't motivate them. It doesn't make them want to change. You're not going to wake them up by showing them the new reality, by telling them about it. The only way that you're going to wake them up is through jealousy, is through them wanting what you have and seeing that change in you, right? Again, it feels like I'm a Christian missionary when I'm saying this, but there's some truth in this, right? Is that if you go out there and you are living your life and you are having success and you are improving, it's going to make other people want to do the same, right? The best way to lead people, the best way to be charismatic, is to start doing good things with your life, and then other people are going to follow. They're going to naturally be attracted to someone who has a motivation in their life, who has a direction in their life, who's doing things, who's making things happen, and they're going to want some of that for themselves, right? And so, you may come to the point where you have to end relationships in your life where people are not going to go down the same path of you. Oh, that may be a choice, but there's another choice as well, which is just to leave people be. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Not everyone in my life shares the same type of motivation that I have, right, for improving themselves in every way that I want to. But that doesn't matter, right? Just because I'm fasting till 5 doesn't mean that I can't go and sit in IHOP and watch people eat pancakes. It's fucking fine. I can still be there and I can still participate and I just don't have to eat the pancakes, right? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we're like, oh, we got to get everyone doing what we're doing. Right? And that's the wrong way to think about things, right? And people do that the other way, right? Sometimes when I'm sitting in a restaurant and people are eating pancakes, they're like, oh, you need to eat this pancake too. And I'm like, well, why do I have to fucking eat the pancake? Well, because you're not being a good sport. You're not playing along. They want you to participate in that thing, but you don't have to. You don't have to actually do the thing, right? It's the same thing the other way, right? You're improving yourself. You're going to the gym. You're lifting weights. You're running. You're doing whatever you're doing, taking your career seriously, spending time creating side projects and, building a business or investing or doing these things. You don't have to say, oh, you got to come with me. You got to do this too, right? It's the same thing as forcing people to eat pancakes, right? You can't force people to eat pancakes. So stop. So, to some degree. And if you can't live with it, and if you're like, oh, no, like, and if it's so divergent that it's actually disrupting your life, it's like they're sabotaging you because they can't let you live your life and they can't let you go after your goals and your dreams, then maybe it is time for you to make some changes in your life and to maybe change the relationships that you have in your life. But don't just take that as a default. Don't just say, well, if everyone's not doing the kind of self-improvement kicks that I'm doing, then I need to cut them out of my life. That's not necessarily true. But, if they're actually actively bringing you down, if they're preventing you from reaching your potential, right? Then it may be a problem. But, it could be live and let live, right? A lot of times it could just be you're doing your thing and they're doing their thing and you're still friends and you're still coming together and you still have things in common and you still have, good things, together, but you don't necessarily have to be doing the same thing. So it's hard though. I mean, when you get on this track, when you see the benefits of developing yourself, of improving yourself, you want other people to have that. You want them to be on that same path. You want to be able to share these things with other people that, that you care about, but it's not always the case, right? And you can't force it. You just cannot motivate someone to be motivated, right? It's just not going to happen. Instead, it has to be on their own accord. But like I said, if you really want to have a chance at having someone be motivated by what you're doing and to go down this path, you have to just live it, right? And if you're living it and you're letting them have the freedom of doing whatever they want, they're going to come around and they're going to say, aha, this is interesting. Why is this, why are you having all the fun? What is this, right? But if you're forcing it down their throat, it's like a cat, right? It's like if you chase a cat, the cat will run. Cats do not just stand there when you chase them, right? You could chase the cat down so you can give them some food. Like, have you ever seen, what's that, the Tiny Toons, right? Elvira, right? She's like, oh, I love you, right? You're chasing down this cat. Like, you want to just hug and squeeze the cat and do what's good for him, right? But that's not going to work. The cat's going to fucking run. Instead, what you have to do is you have to be like, chill. You have to be like, I'm just going to do my thing. And I'm opening up this can of cat food and the cat's coming to you, right? Because you're not forcing them. You're not chasing them down. You're not trying to, give them what's good for them. And that's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. When you find something that's good, it's hard for you not to share it and give it to everyone else. But not everyone wants it. Again, it's like, again, I said at the beginning of this, I feel like a Christian missionary telling you it's the same thing, right? When people are knocking on your doors and they're like, you need to be saved. You need the Lord, right? Like those people that are on the street corners, right? When you're out at the bar and they've got their loudspeaker, whatever, and they're saying that you're a sinner and all this stuff. How effective is that? Do people just say, oh, fuck, man, you're right. I need to just come over here and... No. They don't care, right? But living by example, that's the way to get people to actually change, is they see that, right? And when you think about it, like, what inspired you? What put you down the path of self-development, of improving yourself? Was it watching someone else who was living by example, or was it someone forcing it down your throat? It probably wasn't someone forcing it down your throat, so don't think that you're going to have success forcing something down someone else's throat either, right? You're watching this video voluntarily because you decided to watch this video, not because I didn't come to your house and knock on your door and preach you this message, right? You asked for it. Okay, so that's all I got for you today. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button below and click the bell so you don't miss any videos. Turn on the notifications, be part of the notification squad. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.